Markets participants reacted cautiously to the news that top negotiators from the United States and China held new telephone talks on Tuesday to exchange views on the timetable of trade talks. Meanwhile, the mass media continues to publish conflicting reports on the development of the US-China trade relations. The Standard, citing a source in Beijing and Washington, as well as experts' opinions, notes that it's too early to talk about the second phase of negotiations, as the parties cannot agree on the phase one of the trade deal. What's more, trade negotiations may be unfolding so slowly due to the upcoming presidential election in the United States. At the same time, the Global Times reported that today Washington and Beijing have discussed important issues regarding the purchase of agricultural products and the cancellation of tariffs, and generally reached a consensus in the first phase of negotiations. The US dollar asserted strength amid a surge in risk appetite and a decline in demand for safe haven yen. Besides, its growth was supported by the news about the new phone talks between China and the United States. However, the bullish momentum fizzled out quickly as no details of the conversation were announced. Additionally, the media continued to publish conflicting news about the prospects for an agreement. During the Asian trade, the dollar-yen pair has lost its early gains and rolled back from the two-week highs near 109.20. The pair failed to overcome the important 200-day moving average and eventually returned to the level of 109.00. Now it's trading at the lower limit of the daily range. The pair is likely to trade sideways, judging by its current dynamics. For now, it's waiting for new drivers, which will determine the further movement of the chart. So it's more preferable to refrain from the trade in the yen. The Australian dollar also ignored the reports about the development of trade relations between the United States and China. The AUD-USD pair rose to 0.6785 amid trade-related optimism, but was unable to overcome the 50-hour moving average. Investors are awaiting Reserve Bank of Australia Governor Philip Lowe's speech on unconventional monetary policy during the annual dinner hosted by the Australian business economists in Sydney. Technical analyst experts are waiting for the resumption of the daily downtrend, which may lower the pair to the level of 0.6566. Nevertheless, the greenback remains weak. Tonight, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell hinted at the possibility of another interest rate cut due to the slowdown of economic growth. Investors did not overlook the fact that Jerome Powell changed the rhetoric after his meeting with Trump. We continue to monitor the progress of the US-China trade negotiations. Stay tuned with us.